Good evening, everybody. This is Amy Coe from Snark Heart, coming to you tonight to teach you a little bit on how to make the world's cutest, teeniest, tiniest fairy teacups. You're not even going to believe how absolutely easy these guys are. These were designed to go with my Alice in Wonderland miniature bookshelf. This is a 3-bookshelf series for one price. And in the coming weeks, I'm going to be teaching you all about how to make lots of other things to go into your mini bookshelf, including tiny cupcakes for Eat Me and tiny Drink Me things, also little jams and stuff, and even how to make molds so you can make lots of cupcakes for the future instead of just making one. So let's just go ahead and dive right in and show you how to make this teacup. It is one of the easiest things you'll ever see. I started with these simple little bellflower beads. As you can see, just looks like a little flower cup. Very, very easy. And then I spent a little time trying to decide how in the heck am I going to add a handle. So I cut up some paper clips and that sort of worked. As you can see, got a little divot in the vinyl and it was really hard to stick on. So I gave up on this idea and it kind of ticked me off. And then I was laying in bed and I was like, wait a second, what if I use floral wire? Oh, that would be so cute. It'll look like a little vine. Yeah, it does look really cute, but a lot of the same attachment issues as using paper clips. Really hard to adhere without getting yourself adhered to your bead as well. So then I was laying there in bed again and I thought, how the heck am I going to overcome this? And then I realized, oh my God, Amy, you have a freaking laser. Design a handle and cut them out. And that's exactly what I did. So I took scraps of my acrylic, and yes, I keep all of my tiny scraps, and cut out a whole bunch of these little guys. So you can see a few hundred of them. Oh, that's something that doesn't belong in there. And now I have a whole bunch of cute little teacup handles to make my tiny teacups. So to do this project, you will need, again, your little bellflower beads, some LocTite super glue. This is my favorite, especially for this project. This is not a good product on acrylic. It will fog your acrylic. So like, let's say you're putting together tiny perfume bottles. These guys don't mate well. So just beware. And then you're going to need a flat bottom. I used these little rondelle beads. They've got little sparkles on the sides. I got these at Michael's a few years ago. So you can always grab them, but they come in sets. These are the 6mm ones. You can also grab them from Amazon. Really inexpensive. I think this set was like $5. And then also, now if you don't want to go buy new things, you can also use a little piece of acrylic. These are actually polymer clay beads, but the idea is you just want a nice little flat space for your petal to sit. Now, of course, it will kind of sit up on its own, but you want it to look really real. That's what sells these things. So additionally, here's a few other options. These are some little bead caps, and they kind of look flat and cute, and they make a nice base like... I had one here. Well, you're just gonna have to trust me. Oh, here we go. This nice little base is a bead cap. So makes them sit up nice and straight, and again, it gives that real look of reality. So let's dive in. Oh, actually, I want to show you this too. These actually look the most real with the little heshy beads that are, again, that polymer clay. So you can do all of this really affordably. I don't want you to go out and spend a ton of money on these things. I want you to spend all of your money buying my files. Yeah, I said the quiet part out loud. So what I do is I take a toothpick. Actually, these are a little bit longer than regular toothpicks because I save these and make miniature pencils out of them. And I take my precision cutting pointed tools. I get these guys from Harbor Freight for like $4. They are the ticket. I absolutely love them. I use them for everything. So I'm going to shorten this point just a tad because you don't want it sticking up out of your cup so much. Having a toothpick is what's going to make your life so much easier when you're making these teacups. So I will start off with one of these little rondelles. I'm going to take and put it on my toothpick right there. I may have clipped that a little too short, so we're going to start over. You don't want to get it too short that you can't get things on, but you also don't want it sticking up through your teacup a ton either. All right, well, I screwed the pooch yet again. Let's try this one last time, people. Okay, so I'm just going to take out the teeniest bit of tip. You can just experiment and find out what works best for you. Ta-da! So we have just a little bit of a base here, and I've just kind of wedged this guy down, and I'm going to take my super glue and give it a little smear in here. The nice thing about working on a toothpick is you have less of a chance of adhering yourself to your tiny teacups. Now, of course, it would be cute as all get out to be walking around with tiny teacups on your hands, but not very convenient. So just taking this and putting the toothpick right in the center, and lo and behold, we got a little base. Just hold that together for a moment so it starts to adhere. Okay, there we go. Sometimes it takes just a little bit more time. But as you can see, we've already got, a little teacup without any handle. But it's really looking so cute already. And then I'm just gonna take my little handle here. I got this on my laser. It's a 100-watt Chinese laser, but you should be able to do this on any laser. Any kind of glow forage, any of those kind of things, even probably an X tool. When you are getting ready to take it out of your crumb tray, put a little piece of blue painter's tape on to keep your teeny tiny parts from falling through your tray. That is courtesy of our friend Jillian at Right House Design. So thanks, Jill. So I've got this little guy. I'm just going to take, and because my vision is terrible, I'm going to tip this so I can see a little glare, and put a dot of glue here and a dot of glue here at the base. You don't want to go real crazy with this. Of course, it's easy to go overboard, but you can kind of see little globs of glue there. Focus. Well, maybe you're not going to. And all I do is just take and put this on and hold it in place for a moment. And that's it. It really is just that easy. And then I just have a little piece of styrofoam left over from another project, and just jam that right in my styrofoam to go ahead and cure. That is not drying, it is curing. So I'm going to take off one that I did earlier so you can see how I remove it. I just take, again, my little precision needle cutters, go right up against my bead and cut it off. And there you go. You have an autonomous little teacup ready to feed all of your fairies and Alice in Wonderland things. One other thing, here's one with the bead right down here. It is a little more problematic getting this off, but if you need to, you can always just kind of dig down in there. So I just take and cut that off. If it doesn't want to sit right, oh, it sat right just fine. But if you need to, you can just get right in there and nip, nip, nip. So now if you happen to have a laser, or you know somebody who has a laser and you would like the handle file for free, all you have to do is join Snark Heart's Facebook group. And that is, again, Snark Heart laser files for cool people. And the SVG file for this teacup handle is in my group right now for free. So go on in, join up, and I'm looking forward to seeing you, helping you, and making more fun, cute, tiny things together. Have a great day. Remember, Snark Heart, laser files for cool people. Oh, also, I will have links to all of the products shown here on the description of this video. So like and subscribe. I know we're pretty small right now. Oh man, my nails are filthy. We're pretty small right now, but with your help, we can grow. Thanks so much. Have a great night, everybody.